Hey everybody, what's up? This is Reggie Coverage Reviews, currently filming a Peacemaker short for most likely Season 2 mini reviews for those episodes, but I want to take some time out to do some figure updates, and more importantly, why I'm not going to really do any big reviews this upcoming week, mainly because this is going to be my friend's actual wedding, so I'm going to take a brief semi-vacation off of it. I'll pop back in, obviously, for my weekly Alien Earth short, and that'll be the end of it. Speaking of, we got an update for the poll, for my, I guess, subscribers. I don't have channel members yet, or anything like that. I am still, very happy with my job. But if, money does get tight, I will probably find out how to make a Retro Writers membership tier, for the membership program, if I have enough subscribers to apply to that for YouTube. So until then, let's get to my overall thoughts with some, quick announcements. Like I said, the poll got one vote, but it was enough for, at the very least, to squeak by Dawkins to be the permanent host for the rest of the season. Will I be doing the same thing for Jason and Damien for their Peacemaker mini shorts? No, I'm going to probably keep them for the wrap-up of the main season as a whole. I don't know how the hell I'm going to use Cole's grifter over here, but I don't know, Vigilante's getting weirder this season in a good way for Freddy Storm, so we'll figure that out pretty much on the day like usual when we do things around here for figure forms. So, speaking of said figure forms, let's look at some quick stuff. First and foremost, this is the, I think from Bleeding Cool, the Gamerverse, announcement for Spider-Man from Marvel vs. Capcom. We previously mentioned this last time in the retro news for the Scott version for the Figuarts mold. Quick disclaimer, I haven't had a full s.h.figuarts review in years. I'm also very much aware that, speaking of Figuarts and international toys in general, I'm very much aware of the new tariffs that might be implemented, that we may suspend, stuff from, like, Hobbylink Japan and a few other retailers on not just the action figure side of things, but the Nerf hobby may be affected by it with the Trump administration's new tariffs, probably getting blocked by a good third of the world. So, yeah, sorry to use the T word around here, but I kind of want to keep it biased here. Did not vote for the dumbass, and I might be paying for it. So, that being said, pre-tariffs, it's looking around, I assumed, 80 plus bucks, which is like the industry, or I guess in this case, pricing standard for Figuarts these days, which is another reason I was a big hard no for most of it, because, for those who don't know, I started the channel buying Figuarts direct, in-store in a local comic shop in Manhattan. I believe it's Midtown Comics, so shout-outs to them if they're still around. So, on to the actual figure itself, for this Spider-Man, it looks really dope. The Spidey sense is a lot better and a lot more in canon to what you would get with, the Maxim, and comic verse, versions of Peter. The web, accessory, here for the Ultimate Throw, which is, I think, one of the, I guess, Ultimate sprites he did. Again, this is kid brain versus now 30-something brain trying to remember olds back then. So, yeah, I guess in preparation for the news here, unironically, I bought the Capcom Fighting Collection and Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection, and it was actually really cool. Great throwback. Apparently, I could brute force speedrun through the Punisher beat 'em up game without not really any multiplayer assistance. So who'd have thought? So yeah, I'll leave the links here in case they have any more pricings coming up in March. So, on to some other $100 plus figures, or in this case, Batmobile, and to keep it into the DC side of the news. Yeah, I'm very much aware of the probably last decent Batmobile the McFarlane's Multiverse might be doing before Mattel gets the go-around or gets the full rights back late next year. So, with that said, there is a, I think their fourth or third iteration. I'm going off of Robodono's coverage on this figure. Ultimately, this sounds awesome and probably something I would do to dress up, probably a upgraded version, at least cloth goods wise for the Bat family. I don't know if they're going to do any cloth goods for Jason last minute before Mattel gets the job. And if they do, I really hope they figure out the hoodie of it all there too. So yeah, it'll knock you back, I think, 110 with the figure. I think it's separately with a headless, not really headless, but maskless Bruce head, which is actually pretty cool, which I would love to see more of that for the Bat family in general. for most figures, probably when Mattel gets it back, but they probably won't, probably for minimalist reasons or stuff like that, so we'll figure it out pretty much again, like I said, on the day when this drops later this year. In other imports related stuff, the last time I talked about Loose Collector was their new Rob Liefeld line last year with Crabbit, I remember correctly. Sorry, it's been a while since I had to blow up these pictures. So what you're seeing here is essentially his cable knockoff Crabbit or Bloodstrike. I forgot the name of this guy already. You can tell I'm not a Rob Liefeld guy. But yeah, with the guy with the high kick there that looks like a knockoff Hawkeye is Strife from Youngblood. For those who don't know, in the internet circles, Youngblood is the most obvious made fun of image team to death. I think most of like the ammo pouches, memes, and in this particular case for Die Hard coming up for his figure, the crotch attack. To make a long story short, this was one of the earliest like in-universe like atop the fourth wall jokes, I want to say Channel Awesome with this video here. So for the figure itself, it's not bad for what it is. It's still probably going off of a, well, loose collector philosophy, being pretty much in the body proportions of like a Marvel Legends figure. I think in Die Hard's case, character-wise, he's supposed to be like a stand-in for some version of Captain America who was writing back in the 90s. So imagine that, but like a Bucky kind of, Bucky kept kind of aspect with like the body mold, which it does kind of look like. But I'm going to try to look for photos on exactly if there's any preview pics of him beta testing with... No. I'm not, I'm not flush for cash for all these Bigfoot, figures, but again, go to Robo's video, he loves talking about big burly dudes like this. Outside of that, this is gonna set you back on a pre-order. It starts, as it is recording a few days ago, so pre-order while you can, and the reason why I have the main page up here, if you pre-order these guys, you get the rest of the team. The main reason why I want, hopefully Chapel to be out of the pre-order wall is because, he has a lot of loose ties, in Loose Collector's name's case, but in publication case and image, his earliest thing he did pre and post Youngblood was be a major character in Spawn, and I kind of want to recreate stuff from the early issues there, or for those who don't know, the HBO animated series back in the day in the 90s, so that's kind of where we are. So wrap-ups as it goes, I have no exact ideas what's going on tariffs-wise for U.S. toy goods in general, not just like the import stuff and Marvel Legends side of things. This is probably going to affect a little bit of my channel. Again, the mileage may vary, at least tax-wise here in the... And now I have to explain that I live in a blue state in a very America. But outside of that, the figures themselves look really good. The only big difference is everyone has basically complained about the mold with s.h.figuarts Spider-Man's case, since we're doing wrap-ups, is that the gappage for showing most of the skeletal of how the hip joints are mainly going to work here. Again, if I get this figure, we'll figure it out on the day if it's a good representation of it, or I should have just bite the bullet and just got the Marvel Legends figures for that. So outside of that, for a loose collector here, their Youngblood initiative is very not really impressive, but it is really cool to see that Rob is still looking into getting more characters from his back catalog days in Image to just do whatever he wants with these characters. Don't know if the Extreme Comics character is going to be next up in the, I guess, production block when it comes to this kind of characters. And yeah, your eyes don't deceive you. This isn't really more or less a comic thing. Well, it is more of a comic thing because he doesn't really have a string or some sort of way to shoot or launch the bow. There was always a bunch of like weird gravity stuff. It was like a lot of high-tech, over-complicated stuff for basically an extreme version of Hawkeye back in the day. So yeah, the real figure out of the two I really want to get is Die Hard, because again, him and Prototype, I think from, I think another indie team I forgot to mention, s.h.figuarts or something like that, was one of those weird like suit print designs that kind of got me the idea for the figure armors you see here. Like something about that minimalist slash like mysterious kind of like mask design is always what I kind of gravitated to with figures if I wanted to make a figure for him. To make it a long story short, I don't think Die Hard has any potential to be figure form fodder given the price, but again, I'll figure it out as it goes. So yeah, that's really it for news, and with the crutch attack, sorry to say, out of the way, what are your overall thoughts on the news? Again, go to these figures here for my Monday, I believe, upload for Peacemaker shorts to episode 2, and yeah, go to, I guess, the other half of the figure pile here to my previous video, which was, of course, what was it? I think talking about oh yeah, the first half of Peacemaker. Nope. Yeah, it was. It was that, and I believe campaign 4 so far with Critical Role. Yeah, go to me trying to act a very confused Jason or Damien, don't really know which. To sub the channel, hit the notification bell down below. As a reminder, I do not have channel points. I do not have any memberships. I am an independent channel, so please, a like would be great. A comment would be even better. Until next time, I am a very sporadically tired, but still trying to get this working together in time to get ready for her wedding. Retro Character Review saying very much, yeah, toy news is best news. No news is better news. Less dramatic news would be better, but hey, what are you gonna do, I guess?